Do you think Trump is doing a good job with the country, or do you think he's doing a bad job so far? Now, let me begin by saying I'm Larry of the No Regret Show, and please get your emotions in check. I made a video recently with Donald Trump in the thumbnail. I didn't even say in that video I liked him or hated him, and people unsubscribe because they're very emotional. I don't care who the politician is. I've been out here paying taxes, working since Bill Clinton was the damn president. I'm 44 years old. I don't like the presidents. I don't care about the presidents. I care about the hardworking, tax-paying citizens who are trying to achieve financial freedom. Whether you're a man, you're a woman, you're black, white, Asian, other, I don't care. I'm for the hardworking people who are just getting screwed, and I'm trying to help you all. So if you're emotional about what I'm gonna play by Donald Trump, or you think I'm against him or for him, I'm here for you. And if you change your life based on the president every 4 years or every 8 years, your life's going to be a mess. The same way this country is, where we'll have a president that will do 4 years of this, and then we'll have a president that'll change and do 4 years of that. Then the next president takes over and does 4 years of that. We don't get any damn where. If they really love this country and the people of this country, they would come together and find a middle ground. But they don't, because like 99% of these politicians care about themselves. There's a clip of Donald Trump talking about government workers. We're going to react to that, and then I'll be right back, and I want to know your thoughts. Now, I do agree with some of the things Trump is saying. Now, I will come out and say, I don't trust any politician, yo. Like, I don't care who they are, Democrat, Republican. I don't trust them. It's us. We are the tax-paying citizens. We are supposed to stick together because we are the ones out here together. They're not with us. They live a different life than we do. But let's listen to President Trump talk about people who work, from home.
Efforts to reduce the federal workforce, whether it's offering what we've called the buyout package or other efforts, do you have any concerns that there will be employees broadly across the federal government who might take that up? And they're a part of the many different ways that agencies protect the public, from food inspections to water safety to the air traffic controllers.
And we'll get very good people to replace them if it turns out to be more than we thought. It could be a lot, it could be a little, we don't know, but we'd love to have them leave. We're trying to remember this. We want them to go into the private sector. It's our dream to have everybody almost working in the private sector, not in the public sector. We have many people, very few people came to work. They were, it started more or less with COVID, but actually even before COVID. But it started with the COVID, they didn't come back.
I got to say, a lot of people got lazy over the Rona. A lot of people got lazy. A lot of people think it's cool to go out in public with your pajamas on. Your pajamas that you've been laying around in all day, funky as hell. Like, you do know when we see you in your pajamas, we know you didn't wash your ass. And we know you just rolled out of bed and just threw some, a jacket on with it or a hoodie. A lot of people got lazy. A lot of jobs are not performed as well as they should because they're not doing these remote jobs as good because they're home bullcrapping. I have friends that are supposed to be doing work at home on their computers, and they were with me at the beach down in Myrtle Beach. Like, seriously, like, I'm in Myrtle Beach. They would log in for like 2 hours and then go to the beach.
And then Biden let them get away with murder, and we had a federal workforce like 4% coming into the office, and that just doesn't work. People can say it does, but it doesn't work. You have to be unified in a group in the office. It's just it was crazy. You don't know what they're doing, and then at some point we may ask them to certify that they didn't have 2 jobs, meaning were they really getting a check from us, the government, and then were they also working a second job and a third job, and on government time? And many of
I think a lot of people were getting away with that. They were working 2 or 3 remote jobs, and how can you do your one job to the best of your ability when you're trying to juggle 2 or 3 different jobs? And you know what? It's one thing if you're trying to make ends meet, but if you're doing it just to get over because you're home, that's not right. And a lot of people relocated. Let's be honest. A lot of people uprooted their lives. And this is going to be a mess. I'm telling you, this is going to be an absolute mess.
Then we'll say that they did, which is not legal, but it's a problem. It's a problem. We want to get that out. We want to clean it out. People have been trying to reduce federal government now for 40 years, 45 years, and they haven't been able to do it. And this is a way of doing it, I think, very nicely. It's sort of a buyout, too.
I don't know about that. I don't know if it's kind of a buyout. I think it's kind of a downsizing. We're going to eliminate your job, but hey, let's talk about it. What do you think? Do you think making it a private sector is better? Do you think he's doing this to better the country or to worsen the country? I mean, I think with everything you do, there's going to be good and bad. Do we have a lot of lazy people showing up just getting a check? Yes, we do. Do we have a lot of people who overreacted and just relocated, sold their homes, and thought they were going to work remotely forever? What about the people who can't work remotely, like myself, who've been going to work every day since the Rona, paying tolls, paying more tolls than ever before, paying gas? Do you think it's fair that some people that are supposed to be at work, working on their laptop, but they're out shopping? The roads are more packed now than ever before. You got people out here walking around in pajamas, lazy people, walking around in pajamas and slippers, going into restaurants, going into stores. I say to myself all the time, what do these people do for work? So my question is to you, do you think he's doing a good job? Do you think by giving them a buyout and telling them, yo, you're either going to come back or you're going to leave, because I believe that's what he's doing. You either got to come back to the office or you got to get the hell out of the office. What do you think? Now, I think for the next 4 years, I think it's going to be rocky. Not just with who's the president, because we lost a lot of our morals. We lost our way as a nation. I believe a lot of people are very selfish. Nobody cares. Everybody's scamming. I'll tell you that right now. Every damn YouTube channel, I'm surprised a lot of this stuff is legal. You got people up here selling CPNs. They up here selling illegal stuff. You got people up here saying it's not stock advice, giving stock advice. I mean, I think we're headed for rough times, not based on because no one person can save the country. I think we're headed for rough times because the people don't care. Like, everybody's all over the place. We're not united. Like, we're not the United States. Everybody is just out for their Lambo, a baddie, and, some money in their pocket and a big house. I think people lost morals. They lost, they genuinely lost self-values. Nobody cares. And I feel like until people start caring and, people always start to care when something drastic happens. But what do you think? I mean, I personally don't care. I don't care what goes on in the White House. I don't, because I can't control it, and I'm not going to stress myself out over it. The only thing I can do and the only thing we can do is control what happens in our home. That's the only thing that we can do. You guys know we have this place in Aruba. God willing, that is going to be our place. That's going to be our place. A lot can happen in 4 years, okay? A lot could happen. I could be retired in 4 years. I could be working, Coast barista, fat fire. Who the hell knows what the fire thing is? I could just be working when I want. And, I firmly believe that there's nothing that can be done in the White House can really stop you if you're genuinely motivated to do and stay on that track if you want to achieve what you want to achieve. I think, people always say, when's the best time to start a business, or when's the best time to invest, or when's the best time? I think it's always a good time to start your own business or invest. Don't let someone who's in office, whether it's Biden or Trump, or if it would have been Kamala, or if Obama gets elected back, who the hell knows what can happen in the damn future? I don't care. Don't let someone determine where you're going to be headed, okay? So with the whole things that go on in the news, we'll cover it from time to time, but stay on track. Stay on track for your life. Don't let politicians, family, and friends deter you from your goals, okay? Hope this video helps. No regrets. Get it.